Hi, this is Nanette Hosenfeld with the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Monday, May 15th, 2017. Looking at the past 7 days, you can see there's been a fair amount of precipitation across the southeastern part of the Great Basin. The image on the right shows how that compares to normal. You can see a few areas across southeastern Utah are at or above normal over the past 7 days. However, it's been quite dry across the remainder of the Great Basin. Looking at the satellite image this morning, there is some southwesterly flow over the Great Basin ahead of a system that will bring some pretty significant weather to the Great Basin later this week. So looking at the general weather pattern today, there is a low pressure system over southwestern Nevada, sending southwesterly flow up into much of the Great Basin. And with that flow in place, we are looking at good to excellent mixing across the area. This is due in large part to the really strong transport winds across the majority of the area. You can see those winds here on the right hand side, and also some pretty good mixing heights across the southern and southeastern part of our area. So we move into Tuesday, that system continues to near the Great Basin. We will see another day of good to excellent mixing across the entire area on Tuesday, and that is due in large part again to the strong transport winds across much of the area and the good mixing heights. Looking at the general weather pattern on Wednesday, you can see this low pressure system over portions of Utah and Idaho. This will bring very cold weather to much of the area, with snow to many locations in the Great Basin. So definitely not something we typically see in the middle of May. Very unusually cold system for this time of year. With that strong weather system, we are looking at good to excellent mixing again across the area on Wednesday. And that again is due in large part to the strong transport winds and the good mixing heights across the area. Looking at the Utah Forecast Clearing Index over the next 3 days, as you would expect, we are looking at really excellent mixing across the entire state of Utah through Wednesday. The 3-day precipitation accumulation map is quite impressive. You can see most of the area with the exception of portions of southern Nevada. Southern Utah and the Arizona Strip will see quite a bit of precipitation. Some of these bullseyes are in excess of 1.5 inches, so a really strong wet system coming through the area. On Thursday, that system will remain over the eastern part of the area, resulting in another day of good to excellent mixing. And on Friday, we start to see mixing decrease across the west as high pressure builds into the western part of the Great Basin. Moving into Saturday, that decreasing trend continues with the increasing pressure. And that will continue into part of Sunday, although models are starting to hint at another system dropping into the area on Sunday. In the 4 to 5 day period across the Great Basin, we are expecting some precipitation, but accumulations will not be nearly as close to what we are expecting through this Wednesday and Thursday. Finally, in the 8 to 14 day outlook, the Climate Prediction Center is calling for above normal temperatures and below normal precipitation. So it looks like in that 8 to 14 day period, we start to warm and dry compared to what we're expecting this week. So that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. Our information is on the screen, and you can also find us on Twitter. Thanks.